We are glad to be a part of another volleyball action here at GlenbardWest High School. It is the Hilltoppers of GlenbardWest taking on the York Lady Dukes. They're about to get the starting lineups underway in just a second. We'll get to that right now as a couple starting lineups. Sarah Rose for the Dukes along with Amaya Diaz, along with I believe that is number 9, Sydney Bonthran as well. So we're about to begin play here in just a moment as they announce the starting lineups. Again, I'm Ryan Fay with you on SportsTownChicago.com. Glad you're with us on this Tuesday evening. My cameraman Brian Sturman helping out here tonight, as well as Bobby Luganbill. So looking at these two teams right now based on their conference standings, I will get to that right now. In the West Suburban Conference Silver Division, it is GlenbardWest ahead of York in the divisional standings. GlenbardWest 2-1 in conference play. York 1-2. GlenbardWest overall 18-4, and York is 1-2 in the conference, as I just mentioned, 8-3 overall. So as they're mentioning the starting lineups right now, we're glad you're with us again on this Tuesday evening here on SportsTownChicago.com. It is the Hilltoppers and the Lady Dukes. The Lady Dukes are in their all-green jerseys with white numbers and black trim, and the Hilltoppers of GlenbardWest, they're in their all-black jerseys with green trim. The libero wearing a white jersey with green and black trim on it. And the libero for the York Dukes is in the all-black jersey with green and white trim and numbers on it. So we'll begin play now as the teams will shake hands at midcourt. The GlenbardWest Hilltoppers will start the first set by going left to right. The York Dukes will start this one off going right to left, excuse me. So we're about to begin play here in just a second. And both teams break out of their respective huddles. Best of 3 sets here in high school volleyball. And you play up to 25. You must win by 2 points. So both teams, again, about to begin in just a second. This is a West Suburban Conference Silver Division matchup here this evening. And taking a look at what they previously did in their previous game. We'll get to that in just a second. And according to the Daily Herald rankings, GlenbardWest ranked number 9 in the state. Recently, York was at Oak Park River Forest. They won that one in 3 sets last Tuesday in 3 sets. And last Monday, that being yesterday, GlenbardWest defeated Willowbrook in 2 sets, 25-13, 25-15. So now, with the set, it's a right-to-left serve. Then we get this underway. It's Sarah Rose on the serve to the Hilltoppers, right to left. Now it's going to be set up on the 10-foot line. Over for that, and the kill attempt there was Allison Burrowbach. They set up now near side the Dukes, and we got a whistle right away, and a violation against the York Dukes to start this one off. It's a quick 1-0 Hilltoppers lead. First substitution of this game already. As the Hilltoppers now with the serve, it's going to be number 2, Kate Wagner on the serve over to the Duke side. Set up near side, coming in from the 10-foot line, and a whistle right away. Point goes to the Hilltoppers like that, as we're going to have a double hit call. So it's a 2-0 Hilltoppers lead right now. So now with it over to the Duke side, they're going to set up for the kill attempt there, and it's Elizabeth Bernove on that one, missing though on that attempt. It's another Hilltopper point. It's 3-0 in the first set. Now to serve once again, it'll be Kate Wagner, the 5'7" setter, the junior. Misplay there by the Dukes. Almost let that one go. Could have been a service hit. They get it over to avoid the 4-hit call. Hilltopper set up in front of the 10-foot line. Near side kill attempt over the double block. Does it stay up and in play? No, it does not. And it's now 4-0 GlenbardWest. So now once again, it'll be Kate Wagner to serve, the 5'7" setter, the junior for GlenbardWest, serving it left to right. Walking left to right serve goes over. It'll be set up to the far side. Center court kill attempt over the double block. The Hilltopper stays up. Far side kill attempt over the cross court. Hit off the double block back to the Hilltopper side. Set up tap over the double block. Duke settle it down. Right at the center 10-foot line. Set up far side kill attempt over the tap double block. Nice dig there by the libero for the Hilltoppers and Abby Matter. Over the double block. Hilltopper settle it down again. Nice rally so far in this 4-0 game. Now it's 5-0 GlenbardWest here in this first set. So a quick 5-0 lead here in this first set. Again, best of 3 sets in high school volleyball. Play up to 25 points. You must win by 2. If you have to play extra volleyball to win by 2, well, then that's what you got to do. Left to right serve there from Wagner goes over. Duke set it up far side. Kill attempt now by number 15, Elizabeth Bernove. Stays up and out as a net violation called there against the Dukes, and it's 6-0 GlenbardWest. GlenbardWest showing why they're the number 9 team in the state, according to the Daily Herald. Left to right serve again from Wagner. Going to be dug up there to the far side for the Dukes. From inside the 10-foot line, over the cross-court kill, and another whistle, and it'll be the first Duke point of this match, as a net violation against Hilltoppers gives the Dukes their first point of this game, 6-1, as substitution now as number 11, Michelle Weiss checks into the game, and now serving will be number 2, Alexandria Prius. Right to left serve goes over. Hilltopper set up inside from the back of the 10-foot line over the double block. Does it deflect off the double block? No, it does not. Goes out of bounds to the near side here, and it's now a 6-2 lead. Jump serve over. It'll be set up to the Hilltopper side, and a miscommunication there, but they were able to get it over okay. Set up now behind the 10-foot line is a single kill attempt by Prius. Hilltopper set it just back over to avoid the 4-hit calls. We're not able to get a play set up there. Far side kill attempt over the double block. Stays up on the Hilltopper side. They keep it up and in play. 6-2, they have the lead in this first set. Now they have it 7-2. So it's now a 7-2 Hilltoppers lead, as now going back for the Hilltoppers is number 16, Natalie Schilling, the 6'1" outside junior hitter. Standing serve left to right just as goes over as a line drive serve. Set up now, near side attempt, hits it into her own net is number 11, Michelle Weiss. It's a point for the Hilltoppers, and it is 7-2. So a 7-2 lead here in this first set, or excuse me, an 8-2 lead, I apologize. So again, a standing left to right serve just goes over the net, and does it stay over? It's going to be a tap miscommunication on the Lady Duke side. It's another point for the Hilltoppers. It's 9-2. And a quick timeout just like that will be taking place as the Lady Dukes want to talk things over. We'll take the timeout with them. You're listening to IHSA Girls Volleyball here on SportsTownChicago.com.
High school sports help give today's young people the strength and character they need to reject performance-enhancing drugs. At the Illinois High School Association, we're committed to making sure that today's high school athletes understand the dangers of using performance-enhancing drugs. This message is brought to you by the Illinois High School Association, inviting student athletes, parents, and fans alike to challenge yourself and help bring out the best in our high schools and communities.
Doc Rhines, Forest Park's hottest bar and grill, has the entertainment that you deserve.
Doc Rhines with never any cover and awesome specialists. We have
Back to the action now as the 9-2 lead has become a 9-3 lead now, as off the service error, not a service error I should say, but a matter of the violation against the Hilltoppers makes it a 9-3 score in favor still of the Hilltoppers, excuse me. Serve there now from number 1 Elise Kahn, or my apologies, it was number 1 Haley Truitt, and the point there goes in favor of the Hilltoppers, and they build their lead back up to 7, 10-3. Now to serve this one will be the libero for the Hilltoppers. That'll be Abby Motter. Left to right, left-handed serve will go over. Set it up now, and over the top of the net, it grazes the net, kind of fuses the Hilltoppers for a second. It's going to be 10-4 in favor still of the Hilltoppers. Lead is 6. Substitution now for the Dukes as number, I believe we have a number issue here, as it's number 6, Allie Mann, that is in now for the Dukes. Jump serve right to left goes over to be bumped up by the Hilltopper. Set up front of the net past the 10-foot line. Trying to get that over to her own side of the net. There was Robin Sackett, but couldn't. Point goes in favor of the Dukes, and it's now 10-5. Still in favor of GlenbardWest here early in this first set. Right to left serve will go over. It's going to be just set up, and they keep it in play, but it's going to be a 4-hit call. Not able to get that one there. It's 10-6. So a 10-6 lead. Hilltoppers deficit, or lead I should say, is only 4 now. Set up now far side, up for this one, over the double block, and it hits off the top of the basketball hoop here, and it will go for a Hilltoppers point, as off that deflection and kind of threw the Lady Dukes off guard. 11-6 now the score in this first set. Now serving this one for the Hilltoppers will be number 13, Caitlin Motel, the 5'11" senior. Left to right, left-handed serve goes over to the Duke side, set up front of the net, and they try to tap it over. Nice recovery there by the Hilltoppers to keep that one alive. They set it to the back side of the back line, and the play there will go over the net, set up to the Hilltoppers front of the 10-foot line. Far side kill attempt goes over the double block and falls down for a point for the Hilltoppers. It is now 12-6. So a 12-6 lead here for the Hilltoppers in this first set. Best of 3 sets play up to 25 points. It's a left-to-right serve once again from Motel, and a service error on her gives the Lady Dukes another point. It's 12-7. Substitution now for the Hilltoppers as Jamie Ryan will check into the game. Now serving this one will be number 3, Amaya Diaz for the Lady Dukes. Right to left serve goes over. It'll be sent to the Hilltoppers back line. They keep it in play, and right behind the 10-foot line, they just bump it back over. Dukes have it now in front of the net. Net up to the near side, and it's going to be a kill there for Alexandra Prius, and it's a point for the Dukes, and it's now 12-8 their deficit, down 4 here in this first set. You're on SportsTownChicago.com. Glad you're with us on this Tuesday evening for some high school volleyball here at GlenbardWest. Once again, the serve now by number 3, Amaya Diaz. It's up front of that, trying to tap that one over and try to catch the Dukes off guard with the Hilltoppers. Near side attempt for the Dukes. It's a cross-court kill attempt, and it works there for Prius. That's another kill for her. Deficit down to 3 for the Dukes now, 12-9. So once again, it'll be Diaz to serve. The Dukes fighting back into this first set, down 3, 12-9. Set up front of the net, our GlenbardWest. Far side kill attempt over the double block. We have a whistle, and it's going to be a point, however, for the Hilltoppers, as we're going to have a net violation against the Lady Dukes, so it's going to be a 13-9 score now. Serving this one now for the Hilltoppers is number 3, Allison Burlbach. Serves it over left to right. Dukes set it up over the double block. Nice dig there by Burlbach to keep it up and in play. Hilltoppers just have to bump it back over to avoid the 4-hit call. Dukes set it up to the back left corner of their own. Set up across the 10-foot line. Near side kill attempt over the double block stays down on the Hilltopper side. Sets up far side. Kill attempt off the net and good for a point there for the Hilltoppers. And on that one was number 16, Natalie Schilling. Point for the Hilltoppers, 14-9. So they will get the ball back in play as that one off that kill attempt went Aaron and towards the bleachers here. So once again, it'll be Burrow back to serve. The 5'10 outside hitting senior for the Hilltoppers. They have the 5-point lead. Left to right serve goes over. Dukes keep it up and in play. Set up now, 10-foot line. It goes over. Hilltoppers keep it up. Far side kill attempt again. Off the double block with a powerful impact off that kill attempt, off that double block. And a play at the front of the net between both sides, and it's one in favor of the Lady Dukes. It's now 14-10. As we're going to have a substitution now for the Lady Dukes as Kara Glavin will check in, the 5'7 defensive specialist senior. As the deficit down 4 here in this first set. Right to left it goes over. Sets up now to the near side, and a tap over kill attempt will work there for the Hilltoppers. Their lead is back up to 5, 15-10. Another substitution now as checking in for the Hilltoppers is number 9, Mariana Galia, the 5'8 middle hitter junior for the Hilltoppers. They have the 5-point lead here, 15-10 in this first set. Left to right jump serve goes over, and it'll be a service ace. And that's an easy point for the Hilltoppers, 16-10. And now into the game is Jamie Ryan once again for the Hilltoppers. It's a serve there by Galia. Near side attempt for the Dukes over the double block. Stays up and in play. Hilltoppers can't recover off that dig attempt. Point goes in favor of the Lady Dukes, 16-11. So it'll be Sarah Rose now to serve for the Dukes, right to left. As her team's down 5 here in this first set, 16-11. Right to left it goes over. So up now to the Hilltoppers. A couple players almost collide with that one. Kill attempt behind the 10-foot line does not go over the net. Point will go to the Lady Dukes as that was a 4-hit call against the Hilltoppers. 16-12 now the score. Right to left jump serve goes over now for Sarah Rose. It could have went out of bounds, but they decided to keep it in play. The Hilltoppers. Near side attempt goes through the double block. Nicely done. 17-12. As another substitution now for the Hilltoppers. As now in the serve is Kate Wagner. Left to right jump serve goes over, and that is going to be a service ace. Stayed up in the air for that extra second. 18-12 now. Hilltoppers have the lead here in this first set. Again, best of 3 sets. So again, it's a Wagner, the 5'7 junior setter. And we're going to have a quick timeout on the floor as the Lady Dukes want to talk things over. So we'll take a quick timeout with them. It's 18-12 here in favor of the Hilltoppers. You're listening to IHSA Girls Volleyball here on SportsTownChicago.com. All right, now we're back 18-12. Hilltoppers have the lead. And a setup play far side. Dukes is the cross kill attempt out. It is. It's now 19-12. Hilltoppers have the 7-point lead here in this first set. So 19-12 lead. They serve it over left to right again. They try to tap it over the Lady Dukes. They keep it up to the Hilltopper side. Near side kill attempt over the double block stays down. And the dig right back to the Hilltopper side. They settle down in front of the 10-foot line. Far side attempt over the double block. Does it go out? It does for sure. No, not get the official call there for right away, but it's now 19-13. So now serving this will be number 2, Alexandra Prius for the Lady Dukes. Down 6. Dig attempt there. Service ace good as the Hilltoppers cannot corral that one in cleanly. 19-14. So the Lady Dukes trying to stay in this first set. Served there by Prius. And could it be 2 service aces in a row? It is. So momentum now riding on the Lady Dukes side, 19-15. And a timeout called by the Hilltoppers. They do not want the momentum to go away from them. So it's a 19-15 score here in this first set. We'll take a quick timeout as you're listening to IHSA Girls Volleyball here on SportsTownChicago.com.
Doesn't matter how many hits she gets. It doesn't matter if your child's a born champion or ice water flows through their veins. What does matter is that you, their parent, practice good sportsmanship, respecting the opposing team, their fans, and the officials. It isn't always easy, but if you can be a good sport and conduct yourself with the same measure of dignity and grace that we demand from our high school athletes, everyone's a winner. Sportsmanship. Are you up for the challenge? This message is brought to you by the IHSA, celebrating more than 100 years of high school sports and activities in Illinois.
What's up? This is Jonathan Hood from ESPN Chicago. People often ask me, Hoodie, how can I be a sports radio guy like you? I tell them it takes drive and determination.
19-15 the score off that Hilltoppers timeout. We're back with play underway. Serve over to the Hilltoppers side, right to left off that one from the Dukes. Set up near side and a kill attempt there, nicely done. It's now 20-15. So a 20-15 score now, as now back to serve will be number 16, Natalie Schilling for the Hilltoppers, as they have the 5-point lead here in this first set, 20-15. It'll be a left to right line drive serve, just goes over the net without even touching it. Lady Duke set up kill attempt to the cross back corner. Does it stay in? And we're gonna, looks like have a redo on that one, as nobody knew that one was gonna be out or in. It was a close call. It was the ball hit the far green line near the Hilltoppers bench. So we're gonna redo the play. Left to right serve there from Schilling. Sets it up now to the cross-court kill off the 10-foot line. Hilltoppers settle it down. Far side attempt now over the double block. Does it fall down on their side? It does. 21-13 GlenbardWest. The 21-15, excuse me. I apologize on that one. 21-15 the score. Once again, the serve will be Schilling, the 6'1 outside hitter, the junior for GlenbardWest. It's a left to right serve that goes over. Near side attempt. Nice dig there by Schilling from the back line. Hilltoppers tap it over the double block. They scramble for it, the Lady Dukes, and it's now a 7-point Hilltopper lead, 22-15. So 3 more points for the Hilltoppers to try to win this first set. So now it'll be Schilling again to serve as her team 3 points away from taking the set. Quick substitution. Allie Mann will check into the game while Michelle Weiss will take a seat. So now that the substitution's been made, Hilltoppers have the 7-point lead, and almost could have been a service ace. Dukes recover nicely, and off that double block falls down. Out of bounds, however, so it's a point for the Lady Dukes. They're down 6 now, 22-16. So with it is the libero for the Lady Dukes, Haley Truitt. And we got a whistle right away, and hold up a second. What do we have here? I think we're checking the correct lineups against, for the Lady Dukes, rather. We'll see what they call it, and we'll just redo the serve once again. So a 22-16 score here. They'll redo the point now as the ref is making sure the right lineup were in place. Serve over right to left. It goes to the Hilltopper side. Coming in from the 10-foot line and getting that one nicely done on that kill. There was Natalie Schilling, 23-16. So a 23-16 lead now. Here in this first set, Hilltoppers 2 points away from taking set number 1. It's the libero, Abby Matter, on the serve, left to right. It goes over. Play at the center front of the net. Dukes keep it on their side. Over that one, and the play is long. So it'll be, however, a Duke point. I believe they're going to call a violation against the Hilltoppers. Didn't see one on my end of it, though. Nonetheless, a Duke point, 23-17 here in this first set. Now to serve this one will be number... We don't have a number 5 on our roster. We apologize. Nonetheless, they get the serve over. Far side attempt. Tap over the double block. Hits the antenna. It's a point for the Lady Dukes. 23-18. So a 5-point deficit the Dukes suffer right now in this first set. Trying to get back in it as the Hilltoppers 2 points away from taking this first set. But the kill attempt there that is long by Ella Rittinger is no good. Point for the Dukes. And a quick timeout on the floor will stay with you for this one. 23-19 the score in favor of the Hilltoppers, who are 2 points away from taking this first set. And for all of you fans here on SportsTownChicago.com looking for our schedule coming up, we got our Friday Night Lights game of the week at Leo High School Friday night at 7 p.m. So make sure to tune in for that one. And we'll also have some Mother Macaulay volleyball on Friday night as well. So make sure you stick in for that one, and also tune in to everything we have on our sister station, ChicagolandSportsRadio.com. So a 23-19 lead for the Hilltoppers here, as the serve now for the Dukes goes over, right to left. Hilltoppers set up center net, and off the double block, stays on the Dukes side. They keep it up in play, down 4. Sets up near side, over the double block. Dukes get another point. It's 23-20. So a play there keeps the Dukes alive, and they're within 3 points, 23-20. Right to left serve goes over. Could have went out, but they played in regardless, the Hilltoppers. Cross-court kill attempt works there. Set point coming up for the Hilltoppers. It's 24-20. Substitution now is checking in is number 13, Caitlin Motel. And she checks in the serve. Set point number 1 upon the Hilltoppers right now. So it's going to be Motel for set point here. Left to right it goes over. Duke set up center of the net. They go to the near side, and they can't get it over. And set number 1 will go to the Hilltoppers by a score of 25-20. So the first set taken by the Hilltoppers. If they take the second set, they will indeed take the match. So we'll take a quick break and come right back for the second set here on SportsTownChicago.com. All right, and we're back here for the second set here on SportsTownChicago.com. We are having some technical issues here, so if we do cut out, we do apologize. Hopefully, we won't cut out, so we'll keep your fingers crossed on that one. Score is 25-20 in that first set. About to begin the second set here momentarily between the Hilltoppers and the Lady Dukes. So as we get this underway now, it'll be both teams switching sides. Hilltoppers right to left, Dukes left to right. And serving this one for the Hilltoppers will be Kate Wagner to start this one off. And here we go. Set number 2 underway. Sets up, and that's going to be a service ace, as it is 1-0 Hilltoppers, like that here in the second set. So with it now, they'll get the ball back to serve. And once again, it'll be Kate Wagner, the 5'7" junior setter, to get it over right to left. She gets it over, and the play there, set up near side, kill attempt, off the double block, stays in for the Dukes, and we are tied up at 1 here in the second set. So it'll be for the Dukes, it'll be number 4, Sarah Rose, to serve it over left to right. She gets it over. Hilltopper settle down behind the 10-foot line. They set it up now. Center court kill attempt stays up to the Duke side. Far side attempt, it goes over the double block, and it falls out of bounds off the deflection. It's 2-1 York in the second set. So a 2-1 Duke's lead. This is their first lead actually of the entire match. You can believe that. Serve over from Sarah Rose, left to right. Jump serve goes over. Hilltopper settle down to the center set of the net, and it can't go over the Duke side. It's a point for GlenbardWest. They have tied it up at 2 off the tap over. So tied up at 2 here in the second set. Deuces are wild, as our buddy Steve Sufferton would always say. So now to serve this one will be number 8, Abby Matter. My apologies, it's going to be Natalie Schilling on the serve. And it will be long. It's a service error, and it's a 3-2 Lady Dukes lead. Here in the second set, substitution now as Elizabeth Pernove will check in. And now to serve, it'll be Alexandra Prius. Prius now will get it. Jump serve left to right, just goes over the net. Hilltopper sell it down to the center side of the net. They tap it over the double block, and they keep it up and in play. They recover nicely, and they get a kill attempt. Does it go long? It does actually stay in. A little late reaction from the ref, but it's a 3-3, or excuse me, a 4-2 game, I apologize. So we'll make that correction on our scoreboard here. There we go. So once again, it'll be Alexandra Prius to get it. It's a left to right serve that goes over, and a mishandle, but the Hilltoppers recover it nicely. Near side attempt goes over. Duke settle it down front of the net behind the 10-foot line. It goes for a kill there by Prius, and they keep it up and in play. The Hilltoppers. Far side attempt over the double block. Falls through the middle, threading the needle for that ball to fall down, and it's now a 4-3 Lady Dukes lead. So it'll be Abby Matra once again, the libero, to serve here for GlenbardWest. They're down 1 in the second set, 4-3. Serves it over Duke's side, set it up front of the net, out of the far side, over the single block, and with a power swing on that one, if you will, was Elizabeth Pernove. It's 5-3. So 5-3 lead in the second set. As serving this one will be Haley Truitt. And she will serve from the far back corner. Jump serve left to right will go over. It'll be set up and just tapping it over the double block and threading that one nicely there was Robin Sackett. And it's now 6-3. Or my apologies, 5-4. Had that wrong on the scoreboard again, so we'll fix that now. So now that we do. Hilltoppers down 1 here. As now with it to serve is number 13, Caitlin Motel. Dukes have it up to the near side. Left-handed kill attempt works there, and that'll be Allie Mann on that one. So it's now a 6-4 Lady Dukes lead. Left to right serve goes over. It'll be set up to the Hilltopper side. Near side attempt over the the double block of the Dukes. Keeps it back to the Hilltoppers, but they can't keep it in play. Left to right serve goes over. And it's now the Hilltoppers that tap it over the Duke double block, stays in play. Over that double block for the Dukes. They set it up now. The Hilltoppers in from the 10-foot line. It's going to be nicely dug there by the Dukes to the back line. Almost could have went out of bounds. Hilltoppers keep it up and in play. So now it's the Dukes far side. Nice rally here over the double block. Falls down on the Hilltoppers side. And it's thought it was kept in play. The Hilltoppers thought it was going to stay in play. But nonetheless, it's an 8-4 lead now. And a timeout will be called by the Hilltoppers. They want to talk things over. So we'll take a quick break, come right back. You're listening to IHSA Girls Volleyball here on Chicagoland Sports Radio, SportsTownChicago.com.
It doesn't matter what sport he plays. It doesn't matter how many hits she gets. It doesn't matter if your child's a born champion or if ice water flows through their veins. What does matter is that you, their parent, practice good sportsmanship by respecting the opposing team, their fans, and the officials. It isn't easy. You can be a good sport and conduct yourself with the same measure of dignity and grace that we demand from our high school athletes. Everyone. Sportsmanship. Are you up for the challenge? This message is brought to you by the IHSA, celebrating more than 100 years of high school sports and activities in a...
All right, so we are back to an 8-4 Dukes lead here. And now left to right serve goes over. It'll be set up to the Hilltoppers now. Near side attempt over the double block, stays on the Duke side. They get it back in play to the front of that battle, at the front of that, and it will be won by the Hilltoppers, whose deficit is now down to 3. 8-5 the score. So now with it to serve was number 3, Allison Burback. They keep it up now as it hit off the rafters, and it falls down for a Hilltoppers point, as it's going to be considered a live call against the Dukes. 8-6 now here in the second set. As the right to left serve goes over, Dukes keep it up, and they whiff on that kill attempt. And the point will go to the Hilltoppers. They are back within one. 8-7 the score. Right to left serve goes over. And the point there goes off that to the Dukes, as we are tied up at 8 now here in the second set. It'll be Burrow back to serve again. Hilltoppers was down as much as 4 here in the second set. As now it's up right to left. It goes over. Dukes thought about playing that one out, but they decided to keep it in play nonetheless. Far side attempt on the kill there by Alexandra Prius does not go over her side, and the Hilltoppers get the lead right back now at 9-8 in the second set. It'll be Burrow back to serve, the 5'10 senior outside hitter. Right to left it goes over. Dukes set it up near side, and the kill over the double block stays into the back left corner of the Hilltoppers, and on that was Elizabeth Pranove. So now it'll be to serve for the Dukes. It'll be number 3, Amaya Diaz. So Diaz, with her team tied up at 9 here in this second set, will get it in play. Left to right it goes over. Hilltoppers now near side over the double block. Does it hit off the deflection of the double block? No, it does not. So it will be a Duke point, and the score is 10-9 as they just made the official change on the scoreboard. Left to right it goes over. Hilltoppers play at the center of the net. Is it tipped off a Duke player? They're going to say it was, so it's a tie game now at 10 in this second set. So now with it there to serve was number 9, Mariana Galiga. Far court kill attempt, and through that double block it falls down. So it's a point there for the Dukes. And now coming in to substitute is Robin Sakic for the Hilltoppers. So now it'll be for the Dukes, it's number 7, Kara Glavin, to get it over and tap over the double block by the Hilltoppers. Nicely done by Patricia Sturb. And we are tied up at 11. It'll be Kate Wagner to serve this one. So on this one now, it's Wagner. They get it over right to left. Play at the front of the net. One by the Dukes. Does it stay up and in play? It does. And it's tapped over to the Duke side. And a whistle, net violation against the Hilltoppers makes this now a 12-11 Dukes lead. They set up now left to right. A service error by Sarah Rose. Hits it into her own side of the net. We are tied up at 12. So now with it to serve is number 16, Natalie Schilling. Standing serve right to left just goes over the net. Dukes have it up to left to right to set it up. Far side kill attempt goes out and long. And now the Hilltoppers are back on in the lead here in the second set, 13-12. Once again, it'll be Schilling. Right to left, it goes over. And they play that miscommunication on the Duke side. That will be a service ace, 14-12. And we're going to have a timeout on the play. So we'll take a quick timeout here on SportsTownChicago.com.
There's no better place to check on your fantasy football team than Fantasy Fanatics, Fridays 2 to 4 p.m. on SportsTownChicago.com. Andrew Freeman and I, Ryan Stuppridge, will review the game from Thursday, look ahead to the games on Sunday, and give you everything you need to know before those big games. That's the problem with the Lions. It's hard to pick them to ever win the NFC North because everyone gets injured. We also had a fantasy draft of our own, so we're playing right along with you. Who was the number 1 pick in our league?
He's got 8 seconds left to pick someone. I think he's going to have auto picks. So he has Adrian Peterson is going to be the first pick of the draft.
No, he picked Calvin Johnson. We will also give you the latest news on injured players.
And now we're back here. You can listen to Fantasy Fanatics every Friday from 2 to 4 p.m. on SportsTownChicago.com. Back to the action now. 14-12 in favor of GlenbardWest. They get up to the Duke side, left to right. They tap it over the double block. Nice dig there by the libero and Abby Matter. 10-foot kill attempt from the 10-foot line, I should say. Plays up. Play at the front of the net. One by the Hilltoppers. Falls down on the Duke side. And it's now 15-12. So now with it, it'll be Schilling again to serve as they're up 3. Right to left serve goes over. Dukes have it now. Near side attempt over the double block. Does it stay in play? It does. Kill attempt there goes to Alexandra Prius. 15-13 now here in the second set. As we have a substitution now, as coming in for the Dukes was Allie Mann. So now with it is number 2, Alexandra Prius to serve. Left to right it goes over. Hilltoppers now set up. Near side kill attempt off the double block. Stays up and in play. Good awareness there by the Hilltoppers to keep it up and alive. Far side kill attempt hits off of a player. Does it fall down? It doesn't matter. It'd be a 4-hit call. Point goes to the Hilltoppers. 16-13. So now serving this one will be the libero, Abby Matter. Number 8, the libero. Right to left it goes over. Duke settle it down. Far side. It goes off the double block. Does it go out of bounds off the Hilltoppers? It does. Point goes to the Lady Duke, 16-14. So now with it, it'll be number 1, Haley Truitt. Left to right it goes over. Sets it up now through the center of the net. Off that double block from the Dukes. Goes back to the Hilltopper side. Falls to the floor. And the Lady Dukes are back within 1, 16-15. Left to right it goes over. Off the serve there from Truitt. It'll be set up now. Far side. And off that double block, Hilltoppers get it back on this side. Near side attempt now over the Duke double block. Stays up to the Duke side. Play front of the net. Sets up now to the near side. And off the double block, falls down for a Duke point. And we are tied up at 16. It'll be Truitt again to serve. Number 1, the 5'7" junior hitter. And it's a service error as the Hilltoppers will get the point and the lead back 17-16. Now with it will be to serve is number 13, Caitlin Motel. Left to right it goes over. The left-handed serve is going to count for a service ace. Might have had some backspin on that one as it seemed to have fooled a couple of the Duke players as it went over the net. 2-point lead now up for the Hilltoppers, 18-16. It's a left to right serve from Motel. Tap over from the Dukes. They fool the Hilltoppers. And in nice fashion they do it. It's 18-17 now. So the Dukes will get it back now to serve. So here we go with it now as the Lady Dukes down by a point here in the second set. If they lose this set, they do lose the match. Hilltoppers have it off the serve now from the 10-foot line. Tap it over and finding the hole nicely there was Schilling once again for the Hilltoppers, and they're back up to 19-17 in the second set. Right to left it goes over. Dukes get it over behind the 10-foot line, and it works there. Nicely done by Alexandra Prius. So deficit back down to 1 for them, 19-18. So now with it is number 15, Elizabeth Pranove to serve. And we're going to actually have a substitution as Amaya Diaz is going to come in to serve. Diaz now will get it from the back far corner for the Dukes. And now the Hilltoppers set up near side over the double block, deflected. Dukes keep it up and in play. Near side attempt now tapped over the double block. Hilltoppers recover that towards their back line. Hilltoppers set up near side now for that kill attempt over the double block. Dig there by Truitt. Libero keeps it in play. Back to the Hilltoppers side. They just try to smack it back over. And now that tap over does it stay in? It does. Hits the back line of the Hilltoppers, and we're tied up at 19. So we are tied up at 19 here in the second set. Serve over there by Diaz again as they try to break this lead, or the tie, I should say. They're trying to take that lead. It's Schilling now with a kill attempt through that double block, stays up and in play. And Hilltoppers off that kill attempt stay on their side with it behind the 10-foot line. They go over, and it goes just a little far on that one. And it's a 20-19 Lady Dukes lead. So with it now is Diaz to get it over. And a kill attempt there with a smooth swing on that one was Natalie Schilling. You could feel the wind on that one, and we're tied up at 20. So now with it is number 9, Mariana Galiga. Right to left it goes over. Dukes settle it to the near side. They tap it over the double block of the Hilltoppers. Near side, it's to Schilling again. Off that double block, hits off of her and out of bounds. Lady Dukes get the lead back at 21-20. Okay, so now with it to serve for the Dukes, it'll be number 7, Kara Glavin. And now it's Schilling again to get it over the double block, and it hits off a Duke player, and it's a kill there for Schilling once again, and we are tied up at 21. So with it now are the Hilltoppers tied up at 21. And to serve it, it's going to be Kate Wagner. Gets it over, and a miscommunication on Dukes again. Service ace, 22-21 Hilltoppers. So as we take a quick timeout, it'll be the Dukes trying to talk things over, and they need to obviously get things talked about. So we'll take a short break and come right back here on SportsTownChicago.com.
Ludicrous speed. Hard-hitting sports journalism that cuts right through the heart of the issues of the day with your host, Steve Harrod.
This is a great movie starring Daniel Day-Lewis called The Dreidel Never Spun Again.
Tony Taco Vitaco.
Hey, Grandpa, you remember that party back in the day?
Ryan Carroll.
Need some knees scoring for that birth.
Dan Hamilton.
You may even be enjoying a great giggle over this, the way you giggled with my...
All right, 22-21 the score now in favor of the Hilltoppers here in the second set. They'll set it up now far side as the kill there will go towards the Dukes, and we are tied up now at 22. So we have a 22-22 ball game, as now serving this one is Sarah Rose. Rose now gets it over. Sets it up front of the net, and it's a kill there by number 12, Patricia Sturub. So it's a 23-22 Hilltoppers lead. Remember, if the Hilltoppers take this set, they do indeed take the match. Serve this one, it'll be Patricia Sturub once again. Or my apologies, it's Natalie Schilling. Near side attempt for the Dukes. Set back to the Hilltopper side. They have to misplay that one off the double block of the Dukes. Hilltoppers settle down in front of that, and a tap over the double block. Dukes scramble to keep that one in play. They do. Far side kill attempt dug there by Schilling. Near side attempt over the double block, and match point is approaching for the Hilltoppers, 24-22. Match point here, Natalie Schilling to serve for the match. Silence is here at GlenbardWest. The Dukes have it up and in play. Behind the 10-foot line, far side kill attempt over by Allie Mann. Keeps it up and in play. Libero now for the Hilltopper, sets it up. And they just got to tap that one over. And it somehow works to perfection. They didn't plan it like that, but nonetheless, it's a point for them. And they take the match in 2 sets by a score of 25-20 in the first set and 25-22. So another conference win for the Hilltoppers. They go to 3-1. And the York Dukes fall to 1-3 in conference play. And GlenbardWest proving why they're the number 9 team in the state, according to the Daily Herald. So that's going to do it for us here at GlenbardWest High School. Final score in 2 sets. The Hilltoppers take it 25-20 and 25-22. This has been IHSA Girls Volleyball here on Sportstown Chicago. Signing off, Ryan Fahey. Have a good Tuesday evening.